Welcome back to the Hot Pot of Coffee podcast. My name is Brad.
And I'm Amanda.
And you were in the middle of texting, and then I did sound check, and I saw you. You stopped because you didn't want the little tippy tappies on the recording.
I wasn't texting. I was getting all my notes ready.
See what you're going to have to do. So we're moving into a new house on some time. We finally got a house. It's in literally the whitest neighborhood in the country. In North Scottsdale, all the way up in North Scottsdale. We fancy.
We're really not, though.
I'm still wearing this watch. We real fancy. I mean, we're not, but where we're living is real fancy.
Yeah.
So we're going to build a studio finally. So the people who listen and who have been on this podcast know, but basically I have a little makeshift studio. I mean, it's really nice, but it's a makeshift studio in like the kitchen area. I mean, I have a loft, so it doesn't really correlate to what you would think. But anyway, we've been running like the studio. So now we have a room that I'm actually going to be able to make into a studio and silence the room and everything like that. So knowing us, we'll do all this work and the quality will sound worse. But but yeah, that way now in the future, we'll have a big table and you can have your laptop in front of you. That way you don't have to scour through your notes and we'll leave our phones outside the room because you have a problem.
I have a problem.
Always on your phone.
Whose phone went off last week?
That was a fluke.
Was it?
Anyway, we got some stuff to talk about this week. This has been, stressful week, but some weird ass shit happened. And I want to talk about the story to start, which has been a huge problem in California. Not as much here, but I hear it's like fucking terrible in LA, which is those scooters everywhere.
What scooters?
Like Bird scooters and Lyft and Uber. Like all over the world, people they're cluttering the streets.
Haven't we talked about this before?
This is a new company I want to talk about. So it's a problem, right? But people are still breaking into this market with stupid shit. I mean, just the dumbest shit. So I'm gonna give you a guess, just one guess, you'll get it. So a new company is doing something where they're going to be releasing these. It's coming to LA. But right now it's like in Germany or something, or like Sweden. The company's called Kangaroo Pogo.
No.
Yes.
A pogo stick?
Fucking rentable pogo sticks.
Why the fuck would I want to travel around on a pogo stick?
No shit. And here's the thing. When you rent those scooters and stuff,
Yeah.
they tell you in the app, like, wear a helmet, but no one does. If you don't wear a helmet on a pogo stick, you're gonna die.
I never wore a helmet on a pogo stick.
I don't think I've ever been on a pogo stick.
Really? I wanted one when I was a kid. I remember I got one for like my birthday.
Well, we're not all rich, Amanda. We can't all have pogo sticks.
It's not a rich thing. It's a piece of metal on a spring that bounces around.
No, they're not bringing it to LA. Sorry. They're bringing it to the worst possible city you can ever put a fucking pogo stick.
San Francisco?
San Francisco.
People are gonna fucking die. They're gonna like fall down those hills.
First of all, how do you travel on a pogo stick? I never thought they were meant for traveling.
Well, I mean, I remember having one and I could travel around my backyard with it. I thought it was super cool because I could go down steps with it, but it took skill, so people are gonna fucking die.
We should do rentable moon boots. Remember those?
Yes, I do.
You can rent them and then just hop to work.
Just hop around.
Yeah, but people are gonna fucking die in San Francisco going down those hills on a pogo stick.
Yep.
Not to mention pogo sticks are probably the gayest thing you can ride. So I mean, I get why they're putting it in San Francisco.
No, but it'd be just so funny to just like be there and just watching people like pogo or
fucking die,
hop around.
It's gonna be like usually I'm all for like stupid shit and watching people get hurt, but people might actually die in this case.
No, they will.
Like, it's a good way to get over traffic, though. You could just pogo on top of someone's car and, like...
They're not that springy.
You just dent in a bunch of fucking cars. So I thought that was a really interesting tech news thing, which there's other tech news to talk about that's fucking ridiculous, but...
That was just warming us up.
I was just warming us up for the Kangaroo Pogo. This is a real fucking thing. So this company who makes Kangaroo Pogo... I don't know if you've ever heard of this. So this company does kangaroo logo? No, I said Pogo. Sorry, Google. Okay, so it's a Swedish startup. So here's the thing about this startup company, right? Is this company is known for making just outrageous fucking products.
No shit.
So, like a marketing tactic, but I don't know. So I don't know what their other website is, but they've done other things in the past for marketing. Like they sold a jacket that had pockets on the back so that when people hug you, you can put your hands in the jacket and keep warm.
Cute.
They sold sandals where the bottom of the sandal was actually soil with grass growing out of it.
No, they did not.
Yeah. So
How does that even work?
So your feet are in the grass. They're sandals and your feet are in grass.
That's so weird.
So what, you wear them one time? Like, I don't get it.
Do you have to keep watering them?
I would assume you have to keep watering.
Do you have to like mow them? Like with a little,
Scissors?
like with a little tiny lawnmower?
I would assume scissors is way more efficient.
No, a little cute little tiny lawnmower.
You ever seen those tattoos? You ever seen the
tiny lawnmower
the
tattoos?
tiny lawnmower on the pubes?
I don't want to see that. I'm good.
Nope, now you have to see it.
I really don't want to.
No, you don't see the person's pubes. You just like this. So it's a tiny lawnmower.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's like a stick figure tiny lawnmower right above the boxer line on guys,
Ew.
and it looks like it's like shaving your pubes off.
If I saw that, I would. Oh god.
I mean, to laugh. That's what you do.
No, I'd walk the other way. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, I don't know why you're walking around and some dude's like, hey, check it.
You never know.
Anyway, so speaking of gay things, did you hear about the how mad people are about the pride parade? Like the white supremes.
Oh, I don't give a fuck what they think.
So it's Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
You know, I'm LGBTQIQA supporter. That was
He said ally.
ally. So it's Pride Month, and we watched this fucking. Oh my god. Okay, we'll go into our movie review after I talk
We
about this.
have many.
So there's apparently a straight pride parade
Oh, I was going to talk about that.
in Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah, no, they didn't have a straight
No,
pipe.
they're going to.
They wanted to get a permit for it.
Oh, they got it.
Did they really?
Yes, and you know why? Because
Boston let that happen?
they had to. It's a Supreme Court ruling. If you tell straight people no, and you tell gay people yes, you're judging based off sexuality, and you can't do that. Yep. So there's going to be a straight pride parade.
Oh, God.
So if you just got your swastika tattoo and you want to join them, it's in Boston,
It's in
Massachusetts, in August.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. For some reason the recording just cut off, and I have no idea why. But we're back. Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. Keep going. We're talking about the straight pride parade.
No, yeah, I was going to talk about that because Chris Evans, who, if you don't know who that is, he played Captain America. He
I thought that was Steve Rogers.
Oh, God.
I'm so confused with the Marvel universe.
He put out a really good, really funny tweet. Where is it? Oh, here it is. That like when the whole permit thing was going on, and he was like, "Wow, cool initiative, fellas! Like, just a thought. Instead of a straight pride parade, how about this? The desperately trying to bury our own gay thoughts by being homophobic because no one taught us how to access our emotions as children parade. What do you think?"
See, I don't know how I feel about it because on one end,
Can we pause before you do this?
oh no, I'm saying I don't know how I feel about this because I disagree with what they're talking about, but what would happen if Massachusetts turned it down? That's what I'm worried about, is because it go against the Constitution. That's my big problem here. So I'm cool with like people just having their own opinions and everything, but you can't turn this down. That's the big problem. So like, what would you do in their position? Like they're in a fucking weird position. The government of Massachusetts, they're in a fucking weird position because what do? You can't say no. I mean, I could say no.
I would say no.
But I'm an oligarch, but they're in such a weird position because on one hand, you want to tell them go fuck yourself. But on the other hand, the Constitution says you can do this kind of shit.
It's so stupid.
I know. I don't know. And isn't Boston like super liberal?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought New York, is that in New York?
Did you really just ask
Massachusetts.
if Boston
Sorry.
was in New York?
Massachusetts is.
It's close. But it's
yeah.
not.
So that's what I was saying. Like you. Oh God, it's so stuck. I'm interested. I'll be interested to see what. I'm definitely gonna watch it.
I am not going to give them the time of fucking day.
Oh no, like YouTube recordings
No.
of people saying like shit about it. No one's supporting this except like Nazis.
It's so fucking stupid.
Now, here's the thing. I feel like if you wanted to do a straight pride parade and it was actually like a pride parade for saying like it's okay to be anything, even straight, and invite other people, cool. But that's not what this is. This is a facade
There is
for
no
nationalism.
such thing as straight pride.
Well, that's the okay. So, but that's the same thing as saying you can say black pride, but you can't say white pride.
No, it's not the same thing. It's the thing of there's nothing to have pride about because you're not the one being like what's the word I'm looking for?
I feel like it should be rebranded to acceptance because like pride, you can be proud of anything.
No. It's the reason there is a straight pride, a gay pride parade is because it's looked down upon. People don't think it's normal. People are killed in other countries for being gay. Like, so they're taking pride in this, even though it's quote unquote not the norm.
No more samesies.
No, we're not.
You know what? The only sexuality though that I think should just not exist and we just need to kill people who fuck animals.
Well, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously.
So we agree on that one.
That's not okay. But
yeah, gays are gross. Steve, you fuck your sheep. So it's a lady sheep.
But it's you can't have pride for something that's supposedly the normal. It's not, but you know what I mean?
I mean,
There's no pride in anything because you haven't been persecuted for it.
isn't pride a sin though? Isn't one of the sins?
I don't know.
7 deadly sins is pride.
So is like a lot of things.
I'm just saying. It's kind of weird. We should change those sins. I feel like instead of like
I don't
feel
think
like
anyone gives a shit
isn't it
about
weird that like
sins.
isn't it weird that one of the 7 deadly sins is gluttony, but rape isn't on there? It's kind of weird. I think we should change that
I
shit.
don't even know where the 7 deadly sins. Like, what? Why did you even bring that up?
I was just thinking about it. It's a really good anime if you ever want to watch that. But
I don't think
I tried to get
so.
Amanda to watch Kill La Kill the other day, but she would not.
You
do it.
really didn't try.
Well, they didn't have it anymore on Netflix.
Also,
but anyway-
I wouldn't.
Anyway, I do think it's weird that this is just a facade for like a nationalist fucking Nazi event.
Slash a bunch of dudes named Chad who are super homophobic because they have.
Okay, first of all, Chads are not homophobic. Chads are definitely not homophobic.
Chads are so homophobic. What are you talking about?
Chads? Usually
Yes.
frat guys aren't homophobic. Are they?
Yes.
Oh, I feel like they're like normally gay themselves. And so
What frat guys did you know that were gay?
lots of gay ones. I mean, I guess we weren't gay. It was college. You know what I mean? No, I feel like what's a redneck name that just sounds like the most like racist person ever?
Like, Hunter?
Hunt? No. Craig?
No.
Jimmy? No.
I have no idea what you're saying.
John Boy? I don't fucking know.
What are you saying
Trying to think
right
of
now?
like the people whose names are going to be at the event.
Hunter?
Oh, Donald.
Donald Trump will be there.
You know, he said that I love this. He said that for Pride Month, all U.S. all U.S. government institutions were not allowed to hang a pride flag, a rainbow flag, on the pole of the American flag, and a bunch of them did it anyway.
Yeah, fuck
That's
you,
so funny.
Donald. You can hang whatever flag you want.
Dude hasn't seen his dick in like 10 years. Okay, I feel bad for him. But it's just kind of weird.
It's
just
kind
kinda
of
weird. I don't know. Anyway, that was a gay conversation. Let's review some shit. Because Amanda and I watched 2 things.
We watched like 5 things. That's
What?
all we did this weekend.
What did we only watched 2.
No, what did we watch today?
Okay, today we watched There You Were, There You Are, Anyway, we watched
Then came you.
Then You Came
Me before you.
instead of I. We watched that, and then before it, what movie did we watch on here that we were like, that was really good?
That was the movie. That was the Always Be My Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we watched 3 things, but one of them I've seen before. So Amanda's
Didn't we
gonna
watch
rate that
another
second one.
thing?
Yeah. It was the one with
No. I'm pretty sure we watched a 4th thing.
I don't think so. I can only remember 3.
Okay.
But the other one was the photo booth. What was it called? God damn it.
I don't remember.
Look that up while I talk about this first one. So the first movie we watched is a new one on Netflix.
We went on like a rom-com binge this weekend.
I don't even remember what the new one was called with Keanu. Oh my God,
I just said it. Always Be My Maybe.
Oh, okay. So
Jesus
this movie
Christ.
just came. 2 movies just came out on Netflix. We have not watched I Am Mother, or whatever it's called, but we watched Always Be My Maybe. Okay. Always Be My Maybe is one of the funniest fucking Netflix movies
It was so funny.
I have watched. I didn't think it was going to be that good. It's Ali Wong and I don't know the other guy's name.
He was Kim Jong Un in that movie.
Oh yeah, The Interview.
Yeah.
And so it's just all comedians and Keanu Reeves. And I've never seen Keanu Reeves was playing Keanu Reeves, but he was playing douchey Keanu Reeves. I did not know Keanu Reeves could be that funny. It was to a point where I paused the movie, turned to Amanda, and I was like, is he actually acting or just being himself? Because I cannot tell. It was that fucking amazing. So premise is it's just trailer premise. A guy and a girl grow up together. She becomes famous. He becomes a weed smoking like loser who still lives with his dad at like 40. No, they're not 40. They're like 35.
30.
And then they meet back together. They had sex when they were teenagers, and it was awkward. And then they move back to the same town and hit things off, and hilarity ensues. But the fucking movie, the one-liners and everything, it's just so fucking
It was
good.
really funny.
And like, usually one of the big problems I have with Netflix movies is the endings. They don't know how to end movies for some reason. But the ending on this movie was pretty fucking legit.
It was really good.
The ending to this one was good, and it had a finality to it, which the last movie we're going to talk about did not, and I did not like the ending. So we got to give this movie a score, because I'm going to go with the hot pot of coffee score of 90%.
A hot pot of coffee.
90%.
I agree.
That it is a good.
I concur.
It's not a Netflix and chill movie because you want to watch it. You know? Like, you don't want to be pulling her head off your dick and being like, watch this part, it's really funny. Or you don't want her to start laughing on your dick and accidentally bite it. There should be a warning in front of... Never happened to me. Never happened to me. I would remember that.
I would hope so.
I don't think they can get enough room to close their jaw. So it's...
You think way too much of yourself.
Anyway, you think way too big of yourself is what you should have said.
No.
That would have been funnier. Okay. Anyway, second movie I have seen before, and Amanda has not seen before, and I wondered, did you look up the name?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called When We First Met.
When We First Met, and it's with...
Adam Devine.
Or as she called him the first time, Adam Levine.
Well, because I knew it wasn't Adam Levine. I knew it was something similar.
Damn, Adam Levine let himself go. No, Adam Devine is fucking hilarious.
He's so funny.
He's in Workaholics. That's where he's best known. But he was also in the movie with Zac Efron.
Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates,
which is one of my favorites.
Fucking amazing. I cannot believe they showed that one actress just butt naked with that huge bush. I can't believe she went butt naked for that movie.
That was so funny.
Anyway, this movie is it's okay.
It was okay. It was just a.
I wanted Amanda to see
it was a chick flick.
I'll tell you, it's not as funny as his other movies. Okay,
It was funny, but
it's not a chick flick. It's like a half chick flick, half trying to be a comedy. But if you don't like watching awkward shit like I don't,
my
like
God.
when awkward things come on a screen, my butthole puckers up like so tight, and I like.
Well, how many times did I tell you yesterday I hate this movie while we were watching it?
Yeah, we were hiding our faces from the TV. I don't know if you guys do this, but we hide our faces from the TV when things get awkward, like people
when
are
things
watching us.
So cringy.
Cringy. I get major cringe. I can watch someone get impaled in real life and not blink, but I cannot watch cringy shit in a movie.
An awkward person doing awkward shit.
I can't fucking do it. And I don't know if it's because I'm awkward and cringy and I see myself in them and I'm getting way too psychologically into this, but it really...
That must be it.
Oh, God. It fucking... So, fun movie.
It's you know how Meet the Parents is so fucking funny, but it's so fucking cringy the whole time?
And I only watched it like once or twice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. Just because like it's so cringy, but it's actually funny.
This is a movie you're going to want to... When we first met, right? That's what it's called.
When we first met.
You're going to want to watch it. Give it a chance. Like, just say if you have like a bitch...
Honestly, I didn't see the twist in it coming.
Really?
I
They
mean,
literally push it into your face the whole movie.
no, I don't.
You were on your phone half the movie.
No, I wasn't.
It's extremely obvious.
No, it's not.
But it's a great twist. I mean, it's a good message and everything. But I think if you're gonna watch it, you could watch it like as like a Netflix and chill movie.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna give it the Netflix and chill branding. And it's not something you're ever gonna watch more than once or twice. I mean, I watched it again and I was like, okay. But I haven't seen it in like 2 years or since the day it came out. So the hot pot of coffee score on this one is, drumroll, 60%.
I give more than that.
Really?
Like 74 or something.
Okay, we're going to settle on a hot 70 and a half. So it gets a 70.5% on the hot pot of coffee. Like I said, watch it. Let us know what you think.
It's cute.
It's okay. And the guys, it's stuff for the guys. The girls aren't hard to look at. And for the girls, it's a romantic comedy. So there you go. Now,
The third movie we watched.
Jesus, welcome to just movie review. I feel like this podcast is like shifted into something totally whatever we want, which is great. But we keep it fresh. We're not copywriting Rotten Tomatoes, but keep it fresh.
Oh, right.
Not even okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, the last movie we watched, which we just finished, came out of fucking nowhere because I didn't even know it existed. I haven't seen a trailer
Pretty sure
for
it
it.
came out today.
Do movies come out? Like, I thought movies come out on Fridays on Netflix.
I don't know. What was it called? Then Came You?
Then You Came.
No.
It's called Then Came You. It's with Arya Stark and the actor who's actually 22 but looks like he's 14. That's how I know both of them.
Yeah.
I don't know their names.
Maisie Williams.
Well, I know Maisie's names, but Arya's cooler.
Hang on, let me get on this.
And if you didn't get your fill of Arya Stark getting fucked in Game of Thrones, well, guess what?
His name is Asa Butterfield.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that. So, oh God, he looks like that.
But Nina I can never say her name either. Dobrov, I don't know.
Dude, she's a cutie.
And then...
How old is she?
Too young for you.
No, she's not. How old is she? Like, I have a chance with her, Amanda. You know she's hot,
She's
too.
30.
Yeah, too old for me. So,
Oh my god.
no, she's a hottie. She's in the movie. But I do have a gripe with her character, and we'll get into that. So, you can tell I really like movies. So, this movie premise is... Have you seen A Fault in Our Stars? Cool. You've seen this movie.
Or Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl.
Or what's the other one with the guy in the wheelchair and the girl who takes care of him?
Me Before You. That is not this at all.
And that's my cat. Anyway, no, it kind of is because he takes care of her instead of she taking care of him.
No.
And they both.
But it's not the same situation at all where he's like terminally paralyzed and wants to kill himself.
Yeah, but she's terminally depressed and wants to die.
She doesn't want to die. She is dying.
Anyway, so Maisie Williams has cancer, and then Mr. Babyface becomes her best friend, and they do like a. Oh my god, this movie's a mix of so many movies. The Bucket List. It's literally a mix.
It's a mix of all the cancer movies. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's A Fault in Our Stars meets Bucket List
Meets Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. which is a fucking good movie. if
Meets
you haven't seen
Godzilla.
it.
No, not that last one. Anyway.
I mean, I was asleep during it, so who knows?
So yeah, he takes care of her. He becomes her friend, blah, blah, blah. He falls in love with Hottie McToddy, and she gets mad at him, and he has to fix the relationship. And you know how it goes. I'm not going to ruin the end for you, but honestly, if I did, you'd be like, oh yeah, well, that's what happens when you have terminal cancer. Oh shit, I just gave it away.
Oh my God.
This is the perfect example of a fucking Netflix movie that really gets me, is the ending. I hate when Netflix does that shit.
What was wrong with the ending?
I wanted to see them have sex. They never kissed. Okay, they kissed.
They kissed.
It's funny because she kisses him on the cheek at one point, and then she's like, "Is that all you got?" And then I turned to Amanda and I was like, "Bend over, bitch!" And she was like, "No, Brad, that's not what he's gonna say." And he just kissed her instead. So I was wrong there. You were right. I apologize. You saw that coming. Before he came.
Oh God.
Anyway, I didn't like the ending. She's all mad at him, and all he had to do was smile. Like, get the fuck out of here, babyface.
You know that's not what happened. He got on a fucking plane.
Were there snakes?
Yes.
Oh my God! So it's a
Get
mix of
these
snakes on the plane.
motherfucking snakes off this motherfucking
I still
plane.
love that movie. Did you know they made a number 2?
Did they really?
I don't know, but it sounds right.
I don't think they did, or I would have seen it.
Wait, no, that sounds right.
No.
Snakes on.
They did not make a second one.
On a plane. Oh, I typed in snakes on a plane 3. Well, if that comes up.
There is no 2.
Snakes on a plane 2. Cool. Internet's working great. Anyway, yeah, I thought that was just Anyway, overall though, I'm gonna give this one a hot pot. What's the name again?
Then Came You.
Then Came You. Again,
that's a stupid name.
yeah,
I
it
don't
doesn't
like
sound
that
right.
name.
It should have been called.
I don't even know why that. See, that's taking Me Before You.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
taking
told you,
taking the Me Before You
There's a
title.
mixer.
Yeah.
But take away the title, take away the ending, and I give this one a hot pot of coffee score of 75%.
I don't think it was that high, do you?
I think it was higher than the other movie we just scored at 70.5.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Yep,
Okay.
I do. It was a feel-good movie, and we did get the tears a little bit.
You got the tears?
You did. You sniffled a little bit. You like.
No, but I had the tears in the other movie.
Which one?
The first one. What was it called?
I already forgot what we watched. I can't keep all these names together.
Why can't I? Oh, Always Be My Maybe at the very end.
Always Be
It
My
was so
Maybe.
fucking sad.
Wait. What happened at the end?
With the restaurant?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't sad, but it was nice.
It was sad.
I didn't get the cries, but...
It was like extraordinarily heartwarming.
Oh, I get it, because it was warm food. What else is on your list?
Just go.
Okay. Did you watch the Apple event?
Of course not.
Did you hear about the Apple event? This is something we need to talk about.
No.
Apple is releasing 3 new products, Amanda. They are releasing a new computer for professionals. They are releasing a monitor for professional videographers and a computer stand that holds the monitor up. Amanda, what does the monitor start at?
What does it do?
What's a professional monitor? So it's about the size of the monitor sitting in front of us right now.
Okay.
It has, like HDR capabilities, 6K rendering.
Okay.
It's a computer monitor. What does it start? It's Apple.
$4,500.
$5,000. Amanda,
See, I was close.
the
Is
tower.
this like The Price is Right, where if you go over, you lose, but if you're under and close,
Don't worry, you're going to lose either way. The tower.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I want to tell you about the tower for a second.
Yes.
And the reason I don't like what Apple does here, I'll explain that after. But the tower starting price, the lowest end has...
What does it do?
We'll listen to the specs really quick. I won't say the GPU because you're not going to understand.
I understand things.
No, like you won't understand the GPU because it's not even out yet. The CPU is an Intel Core i9 9th gen with 8 cores.
Okay.
It has 256 gigabytes of hard drive space.
Okay.
and 32 gigs of RAM. Amanda, what's the starting price of this PC?
$6,500.
$6,000.
Oh, okay.
Guess what the top end spec one is?
$10,000.
$34,000.
What the fuck? What changes between the 6,000 one?
You can put a terabyte of RAM in. You can run a 28 core Intel i9. You can run dual, the new NVIDIA. Anyway, people listen to this podcast are like, what the fuck is going on? When did this become tech news? But I want to talk about this for a different reason. So this computer, I mean, the low end one, the 6,000 one,
Yeah.
my laptop sitting in front of you right now is faster than it. So I don't know why they're charging $6,000 for the base model. Maybe it's just because it's the Apple brand.
Well, also it has the space, right?
It's 256 gigs. This has more.
Oh, okay, just kidding.
It's fucking insane. But people just put it together. For the $6,000 one, you can build it yourself. Like if you go to Fry's Electronics or Best Buy,
Okay.
you can buy the parts to build the $6,000 PC they're selling for base price for $1,200.
That's cool.
It's fucking insane. Now the $34,000 one, that's actually, here's the funny part. The $6,000 one's not worth the price.
Yeah.
The $34,000 one is still not worth,
Jesus
sorry.
Christ.
It's not that it's not worth the price. It's that you can't build it because
So it is worth the price.
well, so it's only meant for like those computers. Those computers could run, those could render the entire animations for like an entire Disney studio. One computer.
Well, that's why they did it.
So yeah, that's what this computer is meant for. So that's what gets me fucking like pissed off is that Apple brings this out in their keynote address like that they put out to everyone and they call it the professional line. But what they don't tell people is, yo, if you're just sitting at home jerking off and playing games, this is not for you. This is for actual like animators and people who run AutoCAD.
Well, that's why they call it their professional line, not their professional gaming line.
No, it's called their Pro series, but this is called a MacBook Pro. So it's the same wording. That's what I'm saying. They call their desktops Pro, but they also call their laptops Pro.
Yes, but people aren't going to spend that much money on that.
You know some Apple fanboys will jerk off right on that tower.
Their other computers aren't that expensive, and they probably are better than that.
Hold out, though. It gets worse, man. Are you ready for this? The monitor doesn't come with a stand. The screen? You have to buy the stand separately. The piece of metal, it is a piece of metal like that holds up the monitor. Apple's selling it for $999.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
I don't believe you.
Oh my God. Apple is selling it for $99.99.
Steve Jobs just rolled in his grave.
Oh, you betcha. I don't know why my internet's being so weird. I can do that and do that. The internet, like, all of a sudden just stopped working, which is great because we're in the middle of the podcast.
Clearly.
And no, I don't know how you don't believe me on this. It's kind of crazy. But no, look it up. Yeah, you're in Google. Look it up. Look it up right now. Amanda doesn't believe me. If you're listening to this podcast, you know what I'm talking about. You know it's good.
Why did you say that?
You know it's good.
Highlights from this, is that what that is?
Yeah, go ahead and read it out loud for the group, Amanda.
I don't want to. These are all just pictures, and there's like Apple Watches.
Why don't you just go to Google and type in Apple stand price? What did you type in?
Apple new products. Apple stand price.
And in the background is my cat eating while Amanda learns that she is wrong and the price is actually $1,000. I wish it was doll hairs.
Doll hairs. Does it do anything?
No, it doesn't even jerk you off. It is literally a metal stand.
They have memes of it now.
Yeah.
It says no 5K, no screen, no color gamut. It's just a stand. $999.
There's a meme going around where it's the Apple coffee cup and the actual cup part is $1, and if you want the handle, it's $999.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? They know that's ridiculous.
Something's going on with the mic. Is this?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that was it. Okay, turn that off. Isn't that crazy?
That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Isn't that the stupidest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life?
Yes.
Yeah. So, guys, I don't know what that sound is. It's probably not going to come up on the final recording. Let's hope not. So, this, God, I have such an issue with this. It's crazy to me, and I've I see it more as I'm house hunting and stuff. So Amanda and I were house hunting to rent a house, and people kept asking us, "Why aren't you buying?"
Oh,
What?
so I'm reading on Business Insider that it's actually a missed opportunity based on the way that they worded it. Because normally this computer probably, or this monitor probably should have been $6,000, but they're giving people an opportunity that already have stands not to have to spend the $1,000 to get it.
Yeah, so they should have said, "This is the monitor with the stand for $6,000. If you want it without the stand, we'll sell it to you for $5,000."
Yeah,
that's what they should have
That's
said.
what they should have said, but they didn't. So now everyone's freaking out that this stand costs $1,000.
But here's the issue, Amanda. Here's what they did. Do you know what a Visa stand is, or a Versa stand, or whatever it's called? VSA.
Sure.
It goes on the back of your monitor. If you want to, if you want to put the monitor on the wall, you need that to do it. And Apple so they sell them at like Best Buy, and they're the same for all monitors across the spectrum. And they sell them at Best Buy for like $25-$30.
Yeah.
But Apple made it proprietary on the back of their new monitor, and they're selling it for $250. This is what I'm talking about. Like, so to go with the housing, people ask, "Why aren't you buying a house?" And I'm like, first of all, no one our age is able to afford a $500,000 house right now. People are like, "Oh, you just take out a mortgage." I'm like, you still have to put 20 or 30 grand down. I'm not going to take that out of my savings, drain my fucking accounts, and buy a house. Same thing with this shit. People are going to stop buying this eventually, and they've seen it with the iPhones. The iPhone XR and the iPhone XR like barely sold. The XS and all those barely sold.
Well, because they keep releasing them every single fucking year.
They keep charging out the fucking ass for it. And that's the thing. When the iPhone first came out, the first iPhone, it was like $250. Granted, if you adjust for inflation, and that was like top of the line fucking technology back then. If you adjust for inflation, that's only like $400 now. There's no reason it should be $1,000. It cost them like $120 to make each phone.
No, every phone that I've ever gotten, because I always get like 4 generations behind. I'm like 4 generations behind at all times. I've only ever paid $400.
Shit, but that shouldn't even cost you more. I don't know. It's just insane to me. And like even Google, who is also up there in the evil companies, sells their phones, their newest phones for $500, $400. So Apple is just, it's their ecosystem, man. They get you sucked in. And I'll admit it, like I have an iPad for work. I have a MacBook for the podcast. I have my iPhone.
Yeah, I love my iPhone and I don't want anything else.
Yeah. And so they sucked you in this ecosystem. But dude, people, there's going to come to a point, and I think they reached it, where what they've done is they've kept upping the price to see where people have a limit. And now they've reached that limit, which is about $1,000. Like for me, I have an XR with like 0.5 terabyte of storage. I don't need a new phone for like, I don't know, ever. The next phone I'll get is when they come out with like a foldable display or something. But that's not going to be for a few years. I'm good with my phone for a while. So that's my rant on goddamn corporate America. Even though I work for corporate America.
Everyone.
Speaking of, guys, let's get this podcast out and start sharing with people and help us grow even more, so that Brad here can give the podcast his all.
Here.
And maybe I'll do an extra episode every week where I just read audiobooks to you. Wait, read audiobooks. Read books. Yeah. I should do audiobook reads.
You've said that multiple times and I don't understand why.
Yeah, anyway.
You also said that you had a terrible audiobook voice.
Amanda!
What?
What time is it?
Oh, God. It's the worst time of
The
my
awkward story
Sunday.
time that's sure to entice. It's Brad and Amanda with relationship advice. I almost forgot the words.
What a tragedy that would have been.
This one is posted by My Life Are a Broken Mess. Okay. I recently found out that my older sister is actually my mother.
I'm sorry, what?
I, male 19 years old, recently found out that my older sister, 34 female, is actually my biological mother. Okay.
Oh, okay. I see what happened here. Yeah, I've seen this. I know that this happens quite a lot with teenage pregnancies.
My older sister, let's call her Rose. Okay, Jack. And I have had a great relationship since I was a baby. We were raised with an amazing adoptive family, and she has always taken care of me. I grew up in a very warm and loving environment. From what I was told, I was lucky. I was told the story of how me and my sister had 2 drug addict parents who never took care of us. They didn't feed us, and they used to leave us at a junkie friend's house and go out partying. When my mom was pregnant with me, she smoked and got drunk pretty often, and when I was born, my sister was the only one to take care of me. When I was 2 months old, they left us both in a mall and left. We got help from an older couple, and we contacted the police, but my parents weren't at the house, which looked like a homeless cave. We never saw them again. Oh. And after several months in foster care, the couple that helped agreed to adopt us. Today, I'm 19 and Rose is 34. I still live with my adoptive family, and she lives about 20 minutes away, so I come and visit her at least 3 to 4 times a week. This reminds me, really quick, just taking a break. This reminds me of this really funny YouTube video I saw this week. It was like funny clips of the week or whatever. And it was this kid in a math class in high school, and they were supposed to like, their project was to make their own like math formula or show it to the class. And this kid goes up and he turns to the teacher and he goes, okay, so this is a house, right? And she goes, yeah. And he goes, okay, and the gas station's over here. And the gas station is a 5-minute walk over, and it's a 5-minute walk from the house to the gas station. So if my dad is traveling at 5 miles per hour, why hasn't he come home in 15 years? And the teacher was like, oh my God. Everyone in the class just fucking cracked up. Anyway, let's continue this. A couple of months ago, my friend offered me to take a DNA test. So I'm going to assume it's one of those like 23andMe. Results came in. I found out something interesting, like being 50% Jew. Okay. I found out later that I had an aunt in the system. She was 33 years old. I immediately reached out to her. Let's call her Janae. It's Jeanette, but I like Janae better. And we agreed to meet in person. I thought that said prison for a minute. All that without telling Rose a thing. When we met up, I could see we had some similar characteristics, like the same hair color and eyes. We tried to figure things out. So I asked her if she has a brother or sister. She told me that when she was 13 or 14 years... Wait. She told me that when she was 13 or 14... her sister got pregnant while being drunk with her junkie boyfriend, and a month after giving birth, she ran away with the baby after some pretty intense fighting with their parents, but never found her and stopped looking after 1.5 years. I connected the dots, asked to see a picture, and we went to her parents' house. Mom wasn't home, and father died 3 years ago. Oh. When I saw the picture, I knew this was Rose. Dun, dun, dun. Rose is my mom. We were never abandoned. We didn't have junkie parents. She fabricated the entire thing. I immediately gave Janae a hug and told her it's too much for me right now and asked her to keep it a secret. I went to my best friend's house. I told him everything for a week, and now I'm sleeping in his place.
I have a question.
1 sec. Let me read the rest of this. What should I do? How should I handle this? Should I tell her?
I have a question. How is this relationship advice? This is your own fucking family drama. I don't give a shit that you just found out your sister is actually your mom. Because actually she's not your sister.
It's relationship advice because what should he do with his relationship? A relationship isn't always sexual or boyfriend or girlfriend. It can be family. It can be between me and my cat. It can... I regret saying that. Mm-hmm. No. But my advice would be, like, tell her what the fuck you need to know. Well, I guess you don't need to know, though, too. Like, she still takes care of you. Either way, she's your mom figure.
But now you know.
Yeah, once you know, you know.
You know.
You know?
She can actually, like, tell you the truth now.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
I know you know.
I thought it was going to be the thing where the, like, teenager gets pregnant, but, like, her mom ends up raising the baby instead of her because she can't take care of it.
Oh, and
she lives in Alabama. You know?
Or it's like the girl gets pregnant and then the mom takes the baby and then just tells the baby when it grows up that it's her child, and then the girl just grows up as a sister. I don't really see...
And gets to go to college and shit, yeah.
I don't see the problem with it. I mean, the girl, here's the thing. You don't know. You're hearing this story from a girl who heard this story when she was 13. And from last week's relationship advice, we know bitches lie.
No, but that makes no, because she showed her a picture and it was her sister.
No, what I'm saying is what the parents said happened versus what actually happened. I mean, this girl got pregnant, but who knows? Remember that one relationship advice we read where the mom was like forcing her to have the baby? Maybe this mom was trying to force her to get an abortion and she didn't want it, so she ran away. Like, you don't know what happened in that family household. So, hey, it could have been the dad got drunk and fucked her too. We don't know. I hope not, but...
I don't think that was at all involved in this, but okay.
No, probably not. I'm just imagining here. I don't know. I would tell her, yo, Rose, Janae told me something interesting. She'd be like, Janae, that bitch. Honestly, I just want to see what happens. I want to know. I want an update.
Oh my God.
Oh, posted a final update, but I doubt the internet will work. So we might have to get back to that. This next one. So what's your advice on that one really quick?
I gave it. Just fucking tell her that you know. Like, the jig is up.
She just jigs away. She's just jigging. She's just doing a little jig. You know, the jig is up, and she stops jigging.
Please stop saying jigging. That's not a word.
Well, if it's jig, then she stops jigging.
You can do a jig.
And then when you stop jigging.
That's not a word.
Neither is jig.
Jig is a word.
Then jigging has to be a word.
It's not a word.
Is
jigging? Does that
what do you call
sound
what do you
normal
what is
to you?
one who jigs? Are they a jigger?
No, they're just a person doing a jig.
I like jigger. A person doing a jig.
Jigging is the practice of fishing with a jig.
So when you pull the jig out of the water and you're done fishing, is the jig up? Dad jokes. Oh, Amanda hates me right now.
Stop.
Okay, so next relationship advice posted by Blue Box Yellow Bird. I kind of like that username. Blue Box Yellow Bird.
Okay.
I'm just imagining it in my head. It's very nice contrasting colors. This one's called Girlfriend Meeting Up with Someone. I feel like these are all short stories, and I fucking love it. For some background info, we have been together for just under 2 years, and we live in an apartment together. I am the primary earner. I work about 50 hours a week, and she is part-time doing about 12. So she needs to work more. So for the past few months, my girlfriend has been hanging out with a friend from work. Over the last month, it has become more regular. About 4 days a week, I was fine with this at first, but, she has her own friends and wants to do her thing. Well, yesterday I suggested, why don't we all hang out together since I have been getting a little bored recently? She says it's supposed to just be some time for her and her friend and that it wouldn't be the same if I was there. I haven't met this friend yet, so I asked her if I could at least meet her friend. She seemed really defensive, and she already said I can't come. It seems really off to me, and I don't know what to do. Update, so I confronted her about the situation, and she told me to mind my own business, but I pressed further. She started crying, and she told me she had a lot of debt from before our relationship, so she has been selling sex to earn more money. She said she didn't want me to know, but I was honestly so shocked. I told her to pack her things and get out. I honestly don't know what to think. I like
that took a turn.
First comment. Bro, you know exactly what's going on and why she doesn't want you to be there. Yeah, no shit. Holy shit, that turned 180 degrees.
Yeah.
I mean, at first, I was like, okay, well, dude.
She's cheating on you.
Yeah, if she's hanging out with a guy and you've been together for 2 years and she's hanging out with a guy and all that, yeah, dude, she's cheating on you. But also, first off, you have to think, okay, she's cheating on you. Then she says, no, it wouldn't be the same if you were there. That's because, yes, you would be there and she doesn't want you there, cheating on you. You haven't met the friend and won't tell you what the friend's name is, or you haven't seen pictures, cheating on you. Really defensive, cheating on you. Dude, she's selling fucking her pussy for money. Now look. She's probably paying that debt off.
Oh God.
But Jesus Christ. You don't have to go to that length to, Amanda and I talked about this because Amanda has got more debt than a house costs. But if you pay your debt for 25 years at minimum payment, apparently they forgive it.
Well, not credit card debt.
Student loan debt.
Yeah, this girl's probably in credit card debt.
How do you know your girl's not fucking other people?
Yeah, she made it quite obvious.
Yeah. Dude, you're an idiot. I don't even know the advice for you is don't ever be in a relationship.
There's no advice to give. You already left her.
Oh my God. I'm looking through these comments and she's prostituting herself. You need to get checked out. Yeah, dude. Holy shit. What a fucking whore. This is why you don't trust people, dude. This is why you don't trust people.
That's not true at all.
How's that not true? Look what this bitch did.
Wow, it's one person that we don't know.
There's a lot of people that do it. I want the statistics of how many
people
girls
that prostitute themselves.
Yeah, but willingly, not like human trafficked, you know, because that shit's not. That doesn't count. Like if you're human trafficked and you're a prostitute, like you know, like you're on heroin and shit. They pump you full of drugs and stuff. I've seen Taken. That's what happens in Taken. It's not her fault.
Oh my God.
It's not your fault if you were human trafficked.
Well, of course it's not.
Well, here's the thing though. If you're walking alone as an American traveler and you're in the middle of South America or fucking Europe in a bad area and you don't speak the language, yeah, it's your fault. You got trafficked. But if you're in prostitution because you got trafficked and you're all fucked up with drugs, not your fault. But this girl, it's her fault. What a fucking whore. This makes me go want to fucking slap something. That was my hand, not Amanda.
Oh, God.
I just had to say that for legal reasons. All right, guys, that made me mad. I'm done with this shit. God, I fucking hate people.
I don't know why that made you so angry.
I fucking hate bitches, dude. Okay, why are you getting offended? You're not a bitch.
Oh my God.
What?
That sounds...
Guys are terrible too. Yes, I know. But girls can do some really fucked up shit. Guys can't sell themselves for sex.
Yes, they can. And they do. What do you think a gigolo is?
Okay, only like 1 in 800,000 guys
No,
can be
there
a
are a
gigolo.
lot of guys.
How do you know, Amanda?
Because I've seen male gigolo Deuce Bigelow.
Oh my God, we're basing our lives on movies. No, I swear to God, Amanda, getting cauterized doesn't hurt. I've seen Star Wars.
It doesn't hurt.
Amanda, anal won't hurt. I've seen a ton of videos. They all like it.
That's a lie.
Yeah, they're getting paid. Anyway, guys. Oh God, this has been such an episode. That's all. It's in it. This has been an episode. As always, though, thank you so much for listening. We love you. Please share, like, subscribe. And so, you know, we just got accepted onto iHeartRadio, which was a woo. So now we're on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio, and a bunch YouTube, and a bunch of other places. So if someone in your life isn't listening to us, fuck you, because everyone has one of those.
That was aggressive.
That was aggressive. I'm sorry. I'll bet you later.
Oh God, please stop.
That was me sucking the dick.
That was disgusting. What?
Sorry, the mic. I said dick. I named him Dick. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. It was aggressive. Amanda is very tired. She's been working like crazy.
I'm very tired.
Yeah, she's very tired.
I'm so tired of your shit.
Anyway, guys, we love you. We will catch you next week. Peace.
Bye.